Listen to this sound. It's not a soundtrack. It is the energy of a cosmic ghost, screaming into the void from 3 billion light years away. We gave it a number. FRB 121102. What it gave us in return was a mystery that has never been solved. For centuries, we pointed our telescopes at the sky, looking for patterns. Most of what we found made sense. Stars, galaxies, pulsars. Violent, yes, but predictable, explainable. Then, in November 2012, buried inside a routine data scan at the Arecibo radio telescope, a researcher named Laura Spittler almost missed something. A single burst, 3 milliseconds long. In that sliver of time, it released more energy than our sun produces in an entire day. She flagged it, noted the coordinates, and moved on. Single radio bursts had been detected before, the first by Duncan Lorimer in 2007. They were cosmic hiccups. They flared once, vanished, and you could never catch another. That was the rule. But you just heard what broke that rule. In 2015, a graduate student named Paul Schultz re-examined Arecibo's archival data from the same patch of sky. He found 10 more bursts. Same coordinates, same spectral fingerprint, same source. This wasn't supposed to happen. Fast radio bursts did not repeat. Whatever produced them was assumed to be destroyed in the process. An explosion, a collision, something terminal. But this source was still there, still firing, still sending that sound into the darkness. Nobody saw it coming. By 2016, the discovery split the astronomy community. Some argued it was a new class of object entirely. Others suspected instrument error. Then, the Very Large Array in New Mexico confirmed it. The source was real. Sitting inside a dwarf galaxy 3 billion light years away. A galaxy so small, no one had ever catalogued it. Something in that tiny galaxy was screaming into the void at regular intervals, and no one could say why it kept going. A fast radio burst packs the energy of 500 million suns into 3 milliseconds. That chirp you heard, that 3 millisecond sweep, that is what 500 million suns sounds like, compressed into a single moment. 9 times. Real bursts, real data. Detected by the Very Large Array and released to the public by the scientists who found them. The leading theory pointed to magnetars, neutron stars with magnetic fields a quadrillion times stronger than Earth's. When a magnetar's crust cracks, it releases a shock wave of radio energy. One crack, one burst. But Magnetar cracks don't repeat on a schedule. They're chaotic, random, like earthquakes. FRB 121102 was not random.
After 5 years of watching the same patch of sky, Rajwade's team found something that should not exist. A pattern. Active for 90 days. Silent for 67. Total cycle, roughly 157 days. The real danger was still ahead. Because periodicity implies structure, orbit, rotation, precession, something mechanical, something governed by physics we should be able to describe. But no model fit. Neutron star wobble, wrong timescale. Binary orbit, the energy didn't match. Every answer opened a deeper question. Rajwade's team tested 47 models. Precession, wind interactions, orbital modulation. None fully worked. Then, in late 2020, after a silence that matched the 157-day cycle almost perfectly, the burst activity resumed. Right on schedule. That was the turn. Not because it answered the mystery, but because it proved the mystery was real. Not noise, not coincidence. Something 3 billion light years away was operating on a timer. Rajwade checked the data before coffee. The predicted activity window had opened within days of their forecast. Here's the part nobody talks about. The instrument that first detected that signal. Arecibo, the most sensitive single-dish radio telescope on Earth, collapsed on December 1st, 2020. Its 900-ton receiver platform crashed into the dish below. The ear that first heard the signal went deaf. FRB 121102 didn't just challenge one theory. It created a new field. Before its discovery, fast radio bursts were oddities, isolated, largely ignored. After FRB 121102 proved some sources repeat, the search intensified. By 2023, over 50 repeating fast radio bursts had been cataloged. CHIME, the Canadian telescope, was detecting new ones weekly. The 157-day cycle remains unexplained. The leading hypothesis involves a magnetar undergoing free precession, its axis wobbling like a dying, spinning top. But the model requires neutron star properties, never directly observed. We are building new physics to explain a signal we cannot visit. Rajwade put it simply. We made a prediction, and the source followed it. That's the most exciting and the most unsettling part. It suggests there's a mechanism, something physical, but we don't know what it is. We just know it's there. The dish at Arecibo is rubble now. Ferns grow through the mesh. But 3 billion light years away, the signal is still cycling. 90 days of that sound. 67 days of silence. Then that sound again. Something out there keeps its schedule. It kept it before we were born. It will keep it long after we are gone. We still don't know what's keeping time. But somewhere out there, right now, it is still sending. And we are still listening.